Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show here on Main Street TV, where I have officially brought out a sweater.
It's sweater time.
I know. I don't even know if it is, but I just felt like I needed a sweater today. It's like cold and rainy and blacky and ugh.
I don't know what it is. I got old and I freaking need it. I'm cold all the time.
It's our blood doesn't flow the way it used to or something.
I don't know. My family they kind of are putting it back on me because when we were younger, when I was younger, I was the AC. Put clothes
the
on.
hot guy.
So now when I'm like, man, it's cold, they always like to hit me up. Well, go put some clothes on.
No, I totally get it. Well, I'll tell you what, our good friend Chris O'Boyle is here in the house, and you are coming off of the Apple Festival, and as the Apple Festival president, boy, was it one for the record books and for the ages. You have to just be beaming with how successful this year's Apple Festival was.
Oh, it was amazing. I've been doing this 20 years, and every festival's special. But we had this year being president. It's all it's even more personal for me. But the weather.
Oh my God! Everything just fell into place.
The only thing, and I will just be. This is so funny because, Brandon, our previous president,
sure,
and all the other guys that have been president always tell me, when you're president, you're looking at like crowd. You're looking at things like, is it good?
Yes.
So Tuesday, we weren't aware of like the school sports schedule. So Tuesday night lip sync, the crowd was down like compared to what it normally is.
Oh, really?
But and we found out. Well, the crowd, the participants found out like the middle school football team, the volleyball team, the soccer. They were all on the road, and I was like, okay, that makes me feel better. But it was still a great night. And then the rest of the week,
oh my god,
leading up to Saturday. I mean, we had some hot weather. I think during the day, especially like Saturday, it got pretty warm. But I would tell you what, I've been, as you know, and most people know, up until last year, I have been head of the parades for many years.
Yes.
And
which is no easy task.
No, it is. It's a process. The reason why, and we get a lot of compliments because, and I don't want to sit there and pretend that I built the parade the way it is.
Sure.
But over the years, we take the things that work, things that don't work, the best picture scenario. But, that parade starts in July, getting applications out, getting people signed up.
Yeah.
And then the Wednesday before, we meet before the festival, and it takes 4 or 5 hours of us lining up.
Yeah.
4 parades. What people don't realize, there's you have your Wednesday school parade. We have a preschool parade. And neither the preschool parade's not that big, but then we have our Wednesday night parade.
Yes.
Then you have Saturday night parade, and you're lining all these up. But we get the one thing I really like about it, because I don't want, a lot of people don't realize this. If you don't know us very well, we like to be competitive. And, we always get the pumpkin show. It's great.
It's like Festival Wars, let's be honest.
But we always get the one compliment about our parades is our parades are more organized, and everybody likes, even the band directors from the high schools, everybody likes it. But I've always sat down there at parade headquarters. I see everybody lined up. I'm there getting people broke. We're getting the parade broke down. We're fighting the cars trying to drive through because they want to leave early.
That's a whole situation.
But this year, Wednesday night was the first time that I'd actually went through the whole parade.
That you actually got to participate in the parade. Isn't that wild?
When I first moved here, we watched the parades, and I forgot where I think we used to watch in Portsmouth. That's been 2004, so forgive me.
A few years ago.
Yeah, but I drove through the parade Wednesday, and I was like, wow. Because it does. You don't realize how much the parade what it means to the community. And
I mean, people literally set up their homes for the parade. Like with lights and
yeah. And then Saturday night, I'll just tell you, Saturday night, when we turned on the main street, I just remember, if anybody there was a couple good pictures. I was smiling ear to ear, just because that many people that I seen, and we know numbers, we hear numbers,
sure.
But for like guys that work the parade, and this is why I say, if you know any of us red shirts and you see them, tell them thank you.
Yes, please.
Because there's a ton of people, not ton. There's probably like 14 guys that literally are down there. Mm-hmm. They set it up, they line it up, it kicks off, then they stay down there to break it down. And when time we get back up front, or they get back up front, the stuff on the stage is pretty much wrapping up. It's the festival starting to break down on Saturday, so they don't really get to see it. So this year, coming around that corner, I was smiling ear to ear, and then and also to be able to share those moments with Dave Channel was special to me, being a former firefighter. Well-deserved
honor, yes.
And the guy, I tell you what, he appreciated every moment. And every time we got into areas, someone would start yelling at him, and then the whole crowd would yell, and it was very nice. So yeah, it was it meant a lot to me to see it. And then I got to spend the whole day practically. I got to spend the whole day with Ted Frazier and the Ohio State Band. Now, Sheriff.
Just Ted Frazier would be enough, right? He's a hoot.
I'll give you this. This is a little insight. Me and Ted and the sheriffs, we all been in our group. We've been working on how we're going to manage in the high school, how we're going to get Ohio State here.
Yeah, you're talking about hundreds of people.
Yeah, well,
it's crazy.
And then also loading them. You get them up to the hill, band show performance, get them back to Park's Edge, keeping everything they need, feeding them.
Yeah.
Joe Wyatt was and Dave Schuer. They were all the guys on the red shirts helped, but they took a big active role to help me out too. But we were going to go get, so Saturday afternoon when they called and said, hey, we're coming out of Chillicothe. Okay, so Ted takes us down the highway. I'm in the vehicle with Ted, and we're going to lead them in.
Sure.
With the highway patrol. So we see them, and it's right past the rest stop.
Okay.
And we hit the turnaround. We go back up to get ahead of them. But as we're trying to get ahead of them, all of a sudden we see debris just going everywhere. And I can't say the words that both come out of me and Ted's mouth at the same time. But I was sitting there going,
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, one of the buses just hit something. That was the first thing in my mind. And I'm like freaking out.
Great. Now what are we going to do?
Because I'm thinking, oh my God, all these kids is going to have to get medical checks because it's a school function.
Yes, it's a school bus.
I don't want no one hurt. Could you imagine this headline? All this stuff was going through my head. There was a gentleman pulling a refrigerator and some other moving stuff in the back of his truck, and it all fell out. And the buses missed everything. And we got ahead of it. And I'm sitting there going,
Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, buddy, but thank you.
Yeah, my heart stopped. I'm like, we got him up there. But yeah, and then Dr. Hoke, he was, once we through the day and like going up to the band show, and when they got to march through, I've seen, our band march through the gates, and, I'm a diehard Buckeye fan. So I've been to the shoes, seen the halftime shows. Yeah. I've been to Skull Sessions, but seeing them march through our gates.
In our field, yeah.
I was sitting there because I kind of had to lead it through. Brief moment, Dr. Hoke said I was a band director because Jackson was performing on the field, and they come on after Jackson performed. So, all the powers to be. And I got to give a shout out to Matt McKee. Matt, I just got off the radio with him, but I'm like, Dr. Hoke looks at me and he goes, okay, which way do we go? And I'm going, I don't know. And I'm calling Matt, and I'm like, where do they walk through? And that's when he said, just walk them through the gate. Then they're going, hit the track. So I had to lead them through, and Dr. Hook joked with me. He said, well, you can just say for about 5 seconds, you were a band director for the Ohio State.
How many people get to say that ever?
I kind of was hoping he would say, hey, you want to dot the I, but I didn't get to. I'm not going to say anything. The young man from Chill Coffee dotted the I at the show.
Awesome.
If anybody didn't know, that was local person. But seeing them perform, and I'm going to say something. The staff, their kids, everybody, and it didn't matter if we were holding the door for them to get into Park's Edge, giving them a bottle of water when it was 100 degrees.
Sure.
Everything was thank you. We appreciated it. Dr. Hoke got to try a bubble.
Nice.
A few kids went to 6 Cents. There were people all through the festival. When we got back to Park's Edge for their dinner, the kids had stuff they'd won. They're sitting there, sword fighting. The energy those kids have.
Oh, gosh, yes.
And they're all like to the T. They're very nice. And so. Just
a professional situation.
Yeah.
All the way around.
All the way around. But they were so happy. And Dr. Hook said, we go to many places. And he goes, we've been to places where we've been set up with one tent and stack of Little Caesar pizza.
Oh, yeah. No, not here.
Not here.
Well, that's what we do in Appalachia, right?
I said, we take care of people. And he said, his words, that, hey, he goes, the next time this stars line up, put it together, we're coming. So we had enjoyed, but that Saturday night, I was far enough ahead where I got to jump off and come out and watch him perform in front of the stage. And I seen people's faces, and it was wonderful. And they were very appreciative of everything. And that whole Saturday, the Saturday's vibe was special all the way around.
It was, and so typically I work at the tap room at 6 Cents on Saturday till later afternoon, and then we go home. And it just so happened that we had some people off the Saturday night of the Apple Festival, so Jamie and I worked open to close. And I was really, going into it, I'm just going to be honest with you, I was kind of dreading it a little bit because I'm like, that's a really long day anyway, and I know it's going to be just kind of a crazy day. But you know what? That parade started, and it just, I couldn't have been happier to be there. Everybody that was inside went outside. I mean, there was people probably 10, 12 people deep outside the place watching the parade, watching the band. It was just the most fun. It was just such a fun day to be in downtown Jackson. And honestly, I could thank the people that took off that day because I was happy to be there. And I had such a good time.
And it got we're at 5.
It was so
4
busy.
o'clock when the sun when it started cooling down. It really, because it was pretty hot during the day, but man, it got perfect weather.
Beautiful.
And then like I said, I'm gonna tell you, when we turned the corner, the fire department set up and had Dave and me in the bucket truck, and Dave, the bucket, the ladder truck is Dave's. As chief, was the last big truck they purchased. For the fire department. So he always loved that truck. So it was great to have him in it. But when we turned the corner, I'm sitting there going, there are people with their chairs against CVS's wall, people all the way to the post office. I'm just like, and then I'm looking around the crowd. For most of us, we don't know everybody's name. But, you see someone, you go, I've seen them before. I'm sitting there looking around going,
I don't know
a lot of these people. Yeah. I know a handful. I see some people I know. I know who they are, but there's a lot of people here I don't know. So,
which means they're from somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, we had Ohio State band parents call us. So I think I told you on the show when we were selling tickets to different businesses, my office included. We were getting band parents for Ohio State traveling 6-7 hours to come get tickets because they're like, we can't afford to go to every home game.
Right.
So now we get to see them perform. They get to see the band show. They get to hang out with them.
Plus, they get to come to a really cool, fun festival. You know what I mean? Like,
So,
that's
yes,
an extra bonus.
I had one of the kids, and I don't want to call them kids. I hate saying that. I feel bad calling them because they're young men and women. They're about ready to come out of college, but they're doing something amazing. I will say
they
that.
are.
Watching anytime I watch them, you just watch in our high school band. I couldn't do none of that.
They're breathtaking.
Yeah, like the rhythm. I would be the one messing up. Like I'd miss a step every other time.
I'd be tripping and falling
I'd
over.
knock the OHIO script would be the whole thing would be messed
It'd be crooked.
up.
It'd be bad.
One of the kids said, "I got to be honest with you," and I said, "What's that?" She goes, "Well, when we said Jackson, Ohio, I didn't know where that's at." She goes, "I'm not from the state." I said, "Oh." She goes, "I was looking where it's at," and she's like, "Oh, this is going to be just a small little." And she goes,
It's going to be sad.
she goes, "This is so impressive." She was like, she goes, "I want to come back here." She goes, "I hope we don't have to, if we don't travel next year during the festival, I'm coming here."
I know. I think that people do show up and they're like, wow.
Yeah.
It is impressive, and you all should be very, very proud.
All my guys worked hard for this one. And then Friday night.
It was probably one of my favorite festivals ever. I'm going to be honest
I
with you.
appreciate
It was great.
Oh,
I mean, and the weather helps.
The weather helps. And we used to
all
get
of that.
I remember when I first started, we used to get snow during the festival.
Dude, I can remember being up. You guys always gave me that
Lift.
the forklift thing, which probably OSHA would not approve of. But anyway, Jennifer did it, and you guys were so kind to do that. But I can remember being up there one day and being like, it is freaking snowing on me.
Yeah.
Can someone get me a coat or something?
So the Kiwanis 5K,
Yeah.
I started the 5K, I forgot what year. My first year we ran it, I had 13 runners. And as we're getting ready to start the race, we had to start it early because of the Pretty Baby contest. Mm-hmm. It is literally snowed.
It was snowing.
And I'm sitting there, and we used to get jackets. Now we're like, you can't give gifts to jackets anymore because no one can wear them.
It is ironic. I think about the weather from year to year with the festival, and it is just like, Forrest Gump's box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're going to get.
No clue because we've hit
It
it
was
all.
great this year.
Well, this year, I mean,
It was hot, but that's good. It was like a good.
You know what's
like,
crazy?
beautiful.
Though, is I went to the first game, the Texas Ohio State game.
Yeah.
And I was there. Well, I've been pretty much at every game, but at home. But the second week, we had to buy sweatshirts. And I'm sitting there, like freezing August morning.
It's crazy.
I'm sitting there going, we got up there and we're at the tailgate. We go to Steve Pritchard's tailgate. And I'm looking at my wife and I'm trying to be a little tough, I'm just like.
You're like, I'm
miserable.
freezing. Yeah.
I'm like freezing. Like you can see your breath. I'm like, so we went over to the trailer and listen, if you go to a Ohio State game, go to the stores. The trailer's going to cost you some money.
God, I can't even imagine what you paid for 2 sweatshirts. We're not even going to talk about that.
I bought a long sleeve shirt just to go underneath, and I bought I'll just tell you, my long sleeve like thin shirt just to go for a layer cost me $85. Well worth it. Well worth it because I was freezing. But the weather's been crazy. But I'm going to tell you, go back to the festival. If you weren't there Friday night, we've got lucky over the years to have some acts that that will go on to make it big.
Yes.
This year, Dylan Carmichael, if you haven't listened to him, if you are a country music person who likes someone who can sing a little bit, sound like kind of old school little bit, but man, he performed Friday night, and I'm going to be frank with you. There's been some older acts I've come, usually on Friday night, I'm trying to get a little rest. I'm usually hanging back in the office trailer just to get a little rest, listen.
You were front and center, weren't you?
We always listen to like whoever. Brandon Davis does all of our entertainment, and he'll say, "Hey, we're looking at this," and I'll listen to stuff. I'll go find them, and I started listening to his music. And that whole week, Brandon was like, "Hey, have you heard this song?" So we'd listen to it, and I'd say, "Man!" So Friday, I sat there. I didn't leave my chair. I was like, "This guy is going to be good." And I just say this: if you were there Friday night. One day I think you're going to say you saw him there at the festival because he was that good and very impressed. Because, entertainment's expensive. So we,
Sure.
people like, can you get, if people's ashes to get some people that are
Can we get George Strait around here or
I'm
what,
like,
you know?
Don't really understand that some of
No.
these acts cost $1 million
Yes.
for a couple hours. But, we get these guys or women that we're trying to, are up-and-comers. We have a company we go through, and they'll throw somebody. But I tell you what, Brandon's brought some good entertainment to our festival over the years. But I'll tell you, it was another one of the special moments. I'm like, not only am I have the high state band, I think one day I'm gonna sit there and go. And he was such a cool guy too. So
That helps. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, and spending a lot of time at the festival, when I used to have to go down and cover it for all of this, there were some acts that, shall we say, were good, but not the nicest people. And then there were ones like the Kentucky Headhunters and ones like that they couldn't have been any sweeter than they were. And they go out of their way to be able to talk to you and stuff like that. But there's a couple of them that I'm like, I know you're famous and all, but I don't like you.
Yeah.
Because you're a bad person.
We had some really cool. Aaron Tipham was real nice. Had him.
I've heard that he's super nice.
He just wanted to work out. One year we had Low Cash Cowboys. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
We had them when they had their breakout. They had that. We had signed them.
I remember
and they
that.
had the breakout song afterwards, which was cool. But they wanted to play. So my favorite sport is basketball. Playing.
Okay.
Never.
Sure.
I was a football player in college, but basketball was my. So they wanted to play basketball at the YMCA afterwards, and after they performed, so there was a group of us, and all agreed, and it turned into the YMCA at the time when it was the YMCA, opening the doors and charging people to come in and watch us play the Low Cash Cowboys, and they picked a couple of our local talent kids that they had, to help them out, but. Yeah, I had it was my career game. It was my career game, Jen. I had all sorts of points. I was on fire. And if Scott Wiggins is listening, he gave up my ESPN highlight. I go down the baseline. I'm double teamed. I throw behind the head pass. He's wide open. He misses the ball. Scott, if you're listening, thanks a lot. I still hold you, Wiggins.
Yeah.
What can we do?
What do we do?
And his daughter was one of our attendants.
Yes.
She did a wonderful job.
You have some great girls this year. They are so fun.
They were, every year, I will say this, every year we have girls that they bring their own thing to it. If it's this or it's that, we once the girls have become, we tell them all the time, once you have made an attendant or a queen, you're part of our family the rest of your life. You come up, we talk to you a lot of previous, but these girls,
they're a hoot.
Their energy level. I will say this, and I don't know how many girls that we've had that can match these three energy. And Rob had them go, and they go everywhere. They'll be there this Saturday, unless they have somewhere to be. They'll be here this Saturday in the cold helping us give food away. But they were up there morning. They were up there in the evening. They
truly are. We're having fun.
Oh, truly having fun. And then you watch it, and they got me. They got me all. They made me feel bad. And especially, like I said, M's been Scott's daughter.
Uh-huh.
Even though people want to say when we have some of our members win attendance, people get a lot of negative.
I'm sure people wag their tongues.
They get a little upset, but we don't have nothing to do with the judging. But when she tried out with it, and I was like, it's for me, it's like the things coming full circle. Because her and Tyler, I've known them since they were and I ran around with them, and they have, and if you know Tyler, they got all this energy. But all of our
they
girls,
are so funny.
All three of them are queen all the way down. They were just interacting. They participated, and they had a smile from beginning to end. They weren't, even they had to be exhausted.
Oh, sure.
And
they were just having so much fun with it, and that's all you could hope
that's
for.
All.
Right?
That's all we want. We just want the girls that we get to, and they're getting ready. here in a couple months, they'll be handing those crowns off to our different girls
already.
And it's coming around, and they'll always be part of it, and we'll look forward to having them. But we have groups of girls that come, previous queens from all ages and attendance that come back, want to participate, and I was telling them, I said, we'll have all 3 of them regularly. The year before, with the group we had the year before, they're the same way.
Yep.
They came back.
Fun.
They were this year, so it was a blast with them too, and enjoying this festival with them was special. So
sure.
But
well, I'll tell you what, we do have a message, right, Adrian, that we have to play, and then you mentioned this coming weekend, which is something that you're here to talk about. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, let's have a message from some of our friends, and then we will come back. We will talk with Chris O'Boyle about the JAFE food drive coming up this weekend. It's very, very important how you can participate, and so we'll be right back.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
All right, we are back with Jackson Apple Festival President Chris O'Boyle.
Thank you.
I feel like you're royalty in the house.
Hey.
Like that's such an honor to be, the president of the Apple Festival, and not that it's easy, but it is an honor, I'm sure.
Well, the guys we have, I got the title, but man, we have Dave Sheward's our JAFE president.
Yeah, I mean it's the whole team.
Whole group.
Yeah.
And there's guys that have been, as we talked about, and I'm going back to festival, but our Red Coat Club that we started this year.
Yes, that was so cool.
And I'm gonna tell you something. If you know me real well, I have a little emotional string sometimes, and I have respect for all those guys, and to have them recognized, that's why we're at where we're at.
Yeah,
because those guys have been. We have guys that have been part of this organization for over 40 years.
Can you believe that?
And take in context where we're at on the Apple Festival number. You know what I mean?
It's like half of the Apple Festival.
So
yeah,
and we have great people like Tom Perry who have the history. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, if there's something if someone asks me a question about the history of the Apple Festival, Tom Perry, I go right to Tom.
Yep.
Tell me that, and he'll hold on, and he can nab it all up. But from people like that, Brian Davis, Mitch, and Mike Costler.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we lost the Kurt Wiggins. I mean, I'm just saying, people like Alan Stockmeister, people like that. All those people like in there, Joe Wyant's.
Yep.
Those people we take every year, we take the lessons we've learned,
sure,
what we can do better, and these guys, we all care about it, and that's the difference. And they pass that along. You kind of, once you start working with them and they start doing it, it kind of becomes contagious.
Yeah,
So,
I can see that.
And you just want to make sure you're doing. So realistically, I know I tell people this, I wanted the community to love the festival, but for me, I was also looking at those guys going, hey, what do you think? Do I need this good? Is bad? And then even having like my previous president, Brandon Davis, who him and Scott Wiggins actually got on the Apple Festival board at the same time back in, I think, 07, 06, somewhere around there together. So it's like full circle.
Yeah.
We went from the, recently, we transitioned from the young people to the older people because and this year we got lucky. We have like 6. Well,
you're like the middle-aged people, the middle-aged.
Well, we never got to experience. We've been the young guys because we had a lull of getting some new younger members.
Yeah.
But now we have a group of younger members that this year, it's the first time in a long time I've seen a group of young members that were up there daily.
Nice.
And they were participating, and so we're excited. The organization's heading in a great direction.
It is. And speaking of that, let's talk about, the Apple Festival is not what JAFE is about.
No.
It's something that you do to raise money for all of the other community projects that you do throughout the year. And I hope people understand that. Like, JAFE is the Apple Festival, or the Apple Festival is, but there's so much more your organization, which brings us to the reason that you're here today, and that is that you all have had these community food drives. I don't know when they started.
It started
several years ago.
A few years back, but I will say this: Ron Carter, who chairs this event, his dad, started Jesus in the Hills, the food drives there. And Ron, not only did he take the business that he followed his dad's footsteps, he followed this.
Yes.
And he started this, and we have a gentleman named Bruce and his sister that have kind of helped Ron, and they've made this food drive what it is.
Absolutely. So let's talk about that for a minute, as the JAFE food drive will be this coming Saturday.
Yep.
And let's talk about that. How can people participate? What's needed? Do you need anything, or how can people benefit from it?
Well, I like to first start off by thinking, yeah, you're right. Most of our stuff, 90% of our events are driven, raise money for the important stuff. The food drives, the Kids Christmas, the Apple Kids programs that we're feeding after school kids.
Exactly. And these are all things that I think a lot of people don't even know about, that maybe don't even exist.
Yeah, and I think most of us on our organization, it's not about the recognition of what we do. We like seeing the results of what we do.
Sure.
So, a lot of times we don't broadcast. We're not broadcasting that the money we made from the Apple Festival is going to go here.
And how it's allocated
Allocated. It's like I was telling someone, 90% of our funds go to these community projects to help people. 10% goes to support the community projects. So,
right.
And then we have so many businesses, and, this is a tough time right now. Families are in a tough spot, so it means businesses are seeing decline.
It's been kind of a depressing
time. We still get a lot of support from businesses. The local businesses and people in our area, countless, step up.
We're a kind community.
Very
generous,
kind. Yeah. And I think a lot of times people don't get that rep because, we do have a lot of people come knock on your door and hey, can you support this? And sometimes you'll hear a business owner say, we can't do that. Well, it's not because they don't want to, it's because they're supporting a lot of other things. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when you go to a business and they can't support the softball team, don't get upset at them, because I would say this, I don't know a business in our town from the people that run the business or what I know about business that don't support something in our town.
Sure.
Take that in consideration.
Or I can't do all of that, but maybe I can do this.
Yeah. So But this one's
to spread it out a little bit.
This is our big food drive. We call it because out of all the year, because we do the food drive every month except for 2 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Festival time, obviously, and then we usually don't do one in February. It's just January, February. It's just too cold.
Yeah.
But this year we did have some bad luck with the food banks. Kind of went dry.
Well, understandably why.
So how that works is we buy food with support of what we raise plus support of our businesses. People's Bank's a direct sponsor. Our United Food Giveaway, they're direct. They do it, and then we have a lot of other businesses who donate small stuff in. And they're all those banners you see at the festival with those names on those banners.
Absolutely,
their money is not just going to Apple Festival. They are going to help this stuff. So take that consideration if you have an old program. Just look at those businesses and say thanks, But
you know, you're right, and because the Apple Festival is the catalyst to help pay for all of the stuff that you guys do community-wise.
Community-wise, and that's the most important thing. And this Saturday, so what we need, we are going to give away 220 meals, Thanksgiving dinners.
Wow.
That's turkey included. I want to thank Save A Lot too. Save A Lot has actually helped us find a way to get the turkeys, and they're going to store them for us till Saturday.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of room.
That big building, if you go to Walmart and you look to the left on the Walmart on the drive there, and you look to the left, that our buildings are right there. That big warehouse houses everything for the festival, plus that's our food drive.
Yes.
So location. So we we're storing and doing all that good stuff. But we have 220 Thanksgiving dinners we're going to give away. We do have some rules that we had to kind of modify this time.
Okay.
So one of the humbling thing, I think for me, and I was just on the radio to talk about this. I was a kid poor. I grew up with a grandmother. I didn't realize how poor we were from a good grandmother. She just shielded me, but I knew we didn't have comparable to most people. So I've been on that side, not knowing, not having, is there enough food here to feed us for a couple days?
Sure.
So I appreciate us being able to help out, but, on Friday night, there'll be people lining up because they need the food. And it is,
wow.
And they'll sleep in their car.
Oh, my.
They're waiting. And, it makes you feel appreciative of what you have. But to ensure, what we've always kind of done is if you wanted to come pick up for a couple households, as long as you could give us their name and address, we would give food away. And that's always, but with being a Thanksgiving dinner and a turkey, we kind of had to change some things. So we're only giving, please make sure you pass this along to anybody who hears this. We're only giving 2 dinners per vehicle, but it has to be 2 people from 2 different households, and you got to have a person from that household with an ID.
Okay.
So they get that. I'm going to say it again. We're only giving 2 meals per car, and it's you get 1 meal per household. So if you're
that's fair.
That's fair, and you got to have someone in the car with an ID from that household, so we can give it to you. And we're not trying to pick and choose. We got to ensure we have enough food to give to as many people as possible.
That's the point. To make sure that people are taken care of. What is included in the dinner?
I don't have all the stuff.
Don't know yet.
I know Ron has told me that it's a full meal.
Okay.
And if you know Ron, he knows his way around what a full meal is, so he'll tell you.
I didn't say that. You said it.
Ron's he'll tell you. Ron's proud on this. He'll tell you. He knows what he's doing. But I know that if he says it's full, last year we had stuffing. We didn't have the turkey. We had everything but a turkey last year.
This year you have the turkey?
You have the turkey.
Wow.
So it starts our food drive kicks off at 8 o'clock. We usually takes about 2 hours to get through everything. And we have, if you have a high school kid, or you want to come down with your family and come to do something to support the community, you can help hand out food. There's plenty of things to do. On Friday at 1 o'clock, we start packing all those meals.
Okay.
So but basically we have a system, and as cars come through, we hand the food off, different stuff, as they go through different stations. But we pack that on Friday, and we could use as much help. If you have any high school kids that would like to get some community service hours, because
you all need them,
come down. We will sign off on it. If you are, we would prefer to have parents down if they can, especially if you bring in any younger children. I think it's a good thing for people if you're able to help. And I'm also asking one other thing, and I hope, please don't take this wrong. I hope no one takes this the way I think it's going to sound, the way I want it to sound. But if you've already received a meal from another organization, take time to think on this one. Let's let someone else so they can get a meal, because every organization is limited. there's plenty of organizations in our town that are helping people this week.
And there's so much need out there. I don't think anybody understands how much need there is out there.
There's a lot of need out there, and that's the whole point of what we do is to make sure. And we also have our Christmas project that is underway, which we give away about 400 and some kids from Christmas, and that takes some stuff. So,
how can people help with that also?
Well, we have a couple things that are going to happen. We have our reverse raffle. They're $50 tickets. We sell, I think the count's 300. Don't quote me on that. Sorry, I don't have the information in front of me. But if you've ever seen our reverse raffle, there's a chance to win some money. We give that, then we give the rest of it goes to support our Christmas project and these projects. So, and then our spring dance will be in March. If you've
fun.
If you've never been to our spring dance,
it
is a blast.
Wait, where's it going to be this year?
It's going to be. It's at the Family Center. Am I saying it right? The old YMCA.
We call it the Why Not here.
The Why Not. Okay. The Why Not.
Because we can't ever remember what it is. It's not the YMCA anymore, so it's the Why Not.
I want to apologize to the people that run it. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get the YMCA, and I'm a member. I'm just trying to get the YMCA.
No, just call it the Why Not.
The Why Not.
If they don't like it,
it's going to be there in March. Date, I think it's the 14th. I will be pushing that out there.
Your current venue won't quite be there anymore. So.
No, the current venue. We try to get them to keep it for that reason.
Can you please keep it?
Can you keep it? But
Rick K needs somewhere to perform.
He needs to throw his shiny jackets around.
Yes.
But those are two recent things that we're going to have coming, or two current things that we have coming up. And then, like I said, Friday at 1 o'clock, come down to our building. Even if you don't know anybody, come introduce yourself, hop in, help pack some boxes. You'll be part of the family right along with us. And then this Saturday, help pass some food out, bring your kids down, let people see you, help people out, and just. Hey, be thankful for what you have. Enjoy the holidays, and that's our whole thing is we want to make sure that families have a chance to sit down and have a meal.
As they should.
Yeah. So.
As everybody should be able to. Okay, and if anybody wants to maybe donate to the toy drive or anything like that, how would they do that?
Just find one of us, get a hold of us, get a hold of through our Facebook. Whoever, just message us, and we're always looking for help. We purchase all of our stuff for toys. So we get donations, but we do that for one big reason is because we know there's a lot of other organizations that collect toys and collect stuff.
Sure.
So we try to, well, as you can tell, as you know, and most people know, we work very well with our other community organizations.
Absolutely. Everybody has to work together.
Everybody has to work together. So we try, and I think everybody tries not to do
the same thing.
Same thing. For one, you're thin in your resources.
Yes.
So we take the approach, we raise the money, and we'll go out and shop and buy. So if you are going to have toys or something you want to donate, there are organizations out there donating. And if you would want to help us out, we would take, if you want to donate a gift, money or whatever, or just come down and help us.
Yeah.
Come down and help pack some food this weekend. Pack Friday or come down Saturday for a couple hours. I know you guys are out there hunting. Take a couple hours off.
Sure.
I've been in the woods. I got me one this year, but I've also been in the woods for many hours and haven't seen anything. So picture those hours. Come down and actually get some food out. So we'd appreciate it.
Love that.
Yeah.
And so Chris, thank you for stopping by, number one. Also, thank you for, and all the JAFE members for what you do. Putting on this exquisite festival is just one, honestly, huge, small thing as compared to what you all do throughout the year. And please let me thank you for the community because you all do a lot, and it's very important, and you probably don't get enough thanks.
Well, we appreciate it, and like I said, it's I got the title, but every red shirt that is in our organization, they're the ones that they deserve more credit than than me. We all help. And
I mean, it's just a team effort.
it's all it is.
100%.
And it's kind of funny because it's practically we're family. We have our family, and then during the festival you have festival family, and then you have a group of us that have been together for many years.
Sure.
So we enjoy our time. We have a lot of fun. But the whole point of the organization is to better Jackson County.
Yep.
And we that's what we strive to do. And that's, once again, it goes back to those guys that got red coats in the festival. They've set us up on that pace, and then these other guys have stepped in, and we're following suit, and just continually better. And like I said, come this Saturday or Friday, whatever it is, just if you'd like to come out and help, we'd appreciate it. We need it. It takes a lot to pack that stuff on Friday.
Sure.
And I'll be honest with you, my back gets kind of sore after a while. But
help a brother out.
help somebody out. But yeah, just come down. And if you do know people that are in need for this Thanksgiving, please find a way. Even if you have to drive someone down, drive them through the line on Saturday, as long as they have an ID, we can register them. And like I said, I go back to this. If you've already got a meal, let's make sure that everybody has an opportunity next Thursday to sit down with their family with a nice dinner and enjoy that time.
Absolutely. Chris, thank you
Oh,
for
thank
stopping
you,
by.
Jen. We always have fun. I always
Yes,
love
we
coming.
do.
You know, some things we can't talk about on camera. But
We had quite a colorful conversation off the camera that we certainly can probably not ever have on the camera. But
now, if Total Media might authorize,
hey, I mean, we're not under any rules here, so we could talk about whatever.
Facebook,
so.
but that's another conversation that might. We need to call in. We need to call in on this. We need to call in. Live call-in show. It's been my dream.
I love it. Well, I tell you what, Pete Wilson is here to do some news, and thank you so much for stopping by. And I tell you what, we have another message or two, and then we'll be back with Pete and some news.
Thanks, guys.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, and we are back. Thanks, Chris. We are back with our good friend Pete Wilson and the news.
Okay. Well, yeah, we talked about JAFE there and the good things they're doing here in the holiday season. There's so many good projects, activities, benefits, nice things that are going on. And I'm going to lead with one of them that's happening this Saturday. Remember last year, the Jackson Food Program, a.k.a. the Food Pantry, had a financial pinch, and it was serious at the worst time of the year, of course.
Bad timing.
And one of the good things that happened in response to that was a Jackson County Cares Food Pantry benefit. Remember, it was held at the Memorial Building Auditorium, and it was a night of entertainment, food, but mainly fundraising, with all the money going to the Jackson Food Program. They're doing that event again this year.
Okay.
So
great deal.
One of the movers there is just a Jackson resident who has a big heart. His name is Pete Wolford, and he posted out there some time ago that he was doing this again, and it has fallen together. We can give you some of the details. It's going to be this Saturday. It's not going to be in the Memorial Auditorium. Because
I don't think so.
I don't think they're going to. I think it'll still be there this Saturday, but it's going to be at the.
It's on its way out.
It's going to be it's coming. The Parks Edge Event Center, which you can't have a better, bigger, nicer place for a venue like this where you're trying to draw a crowd and have lots of space. And it's going to be Saturday evening. The evening will kick off at 6 p.m. and it will go deep into the evening. And for $20, if you get a ticket in advance, $20 online in advance, I'll tell you how to do that here in just a minute, or $30 at the door.
Yeah.
You get all this. First of all, you get the satisfaction of helping a very worthy charity at
Very
the most
much.
important time of the year.
Yep.
But you also get a lineup of free entertainment, music and comedy. Just let me run down the list here. Acoustic music by Ricky Lee starting at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Then comedian Jay Snyder,
Yep.
our own Jay Snyder here, who's one of our
There he is.
radio personalities. That will be at 7 p.m. And I heard his routine last year, and he is funny.
Oh, he's hilarious.
I can hear him crack jokes from down the hall
Oh,
every
yeah,
morning,
every day.
And he is worth attending just for his show. But Rich Webb will be on at 7:30, A Decade Too Late with Olivia Jewell at 8 p.m., Midnight High at 9 p.m., and finishing off the evening entertainment-wise is First D Pony. So you've got a lot of music and you've got comedy from Jay Snyder. Jay will also be the MC, kind of like to hold everything together.
Yep.
Now, on the food side, they're just not throwing chips and Coke out at you. The buffet will be all homemade stuff, made from scratch. We know Sean there at Park's Edge is very good cook. Listen to this: chicken breast with pesto sauce, or flank steak with mushroom cream sauce, buttery mashed Yukon Gold potatoes, buttered corn, fresh green beans, dinner rolls with whipped honey butter, Caesar salad with 2 kinds of dressing, lemonade, water, sweet tea, or unsweet tea to drink. Now that sounds like a $20 meal.
I think so.
Without the entertainment and without the charity.
Exactly.
So that is just a great deal there.
Yes.
That you have this Saturday. Now, as far as getting tickets, you can. Tickets for the benefit, as I say, $20 if you do it in advance. That'll save you $10. They can be purchased online at, and maybe we can put this in the comments, folks over there, eventbrite.com, and that is eventbrite.com,
Yeah.
not GHT. Eventbrite.com, and then you just search for the Jackson County Cares Food Pantry Benefit link. And it's easy as that to get tickets in advance. So once again, all proceeds from that event will go to the local food pantry.
Good deal.
All right. And that story, by the way, is also posted on the Telegram website and was in the Telegram today with all the details. Another wonderful charitable event that I haven't told you about in Vinton County. This was actually announced a week or two ago. I just haven't had a chance to talk about it on Main Street TV, but still time to do that now. They're going to have, for the first time ever, an ad hoc group is having a community Thanksgiving dinner. Remember, we had the community Thanksgiving dinner here for Jackson for years.
Yeah,
now
years.
It's a takeout meal. So
Yep.
this sounds like what Jackson used to do.
Okay.
But it is a group of Vinton County citizens. Emily Janey is my contact. She does a lot of nice things. She's from Wilkesville, works with one of the agencies there in Vinton County. She did the shelter when it was really cold last year.
Yes.
And there was a problem
Yes.
with electric and heat and whatever. And she's one of the organizers, along with Tiffany Harvey. And that dinner is going to be on Thanksgiving Day. So you're talking about a
Wow. Okay.
dine-in Thanksgiving Day meal at the First Christian Church at 207 High Street in MacArthur. It'll be served from 4 to 7 p.m. It'll be a traditional menu with turkey and all the sides, completely free. Once again, it's not any income eligibility or registration or bureaucracy or red tape you have to go through. It's just something to give back to the community. It is a charity thing, but it's also a sociable thing, a community thing to bring everybody together. And so the group issued the following statement on Facebook. We know the holidays aren't easy for everyone. This time of year can bring a lot of pressure from financial struggles to the stress of making ends meet, putting food on the table, or simply not feeling like you have a place to gather.
Yeah.
No one should carry that weight alone. That's why we're opening our doors and hearts to the community for a free Thanksgiving meal. For more information on the Thanksgiving community dinner and how you can donate to support it, there is an event Facebook page for the community Thanksgiving dinner in Vinton County. It will be in MacArthur. And we've had that in the paper a couple times, and this is a new thing, so we definitely definitely want people to know about it. But as I said, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November the 27th.
Very good.
All right, some good news to report from Oak Hill. At the village level, the Oak Hill Village Council, through Brian Moore, he's a councilman who really has been very active trying to do a lot of things for his hometown. He announced at a recent council meeting that the village has received a Nature Works grant from the state for $18,300, and it is to make repairs to the shelter house at the Margaret Ann Pool and Park. That is a central gathering point there in Oak Hill. There's the pool, but there's also a park with a pickleball court there and basketball courts. And this is the shelter house there at Oak Hill. And the $18,000 grant will put a roof replacement on that shelter house, also make it handicap accessible equipment will be installed, and also new trash cans as well. So that's taking $18,300 and going a long way with it. So congratulations to the village of Oak Hill and all the folks who care about the pool and park there. So that'll be an ongoing project. I'm sure it'll all be ready for when the weather gets better next spring. All right, a neat thing has happened at the Lick Township House. That's on Chillicothe Pike.
Yes.
Just as you're rolling out of town.
Yep.
And there was a lady who served served Lick Township for many years, and that was Karen Wickline. Mm-hmm. Karen Wickline was the fiscal clerk for many years. When she passed away several years ago, it was in 2019, I think, she ended up leaving money to the township, and she didn't put any requirements on how the money to be used. Just she left it to the township trustees and fiscal officers to do something nice for the township.
Okay.
Well, what they did was create Karen's Garden in front of the township house there on Chillicothe Pike. It's as you're going out of town on Chillicothe Pike towards Northview Elementary, past Northview Elementary. It's on the right. Can't miss it. But this is the rock. This is the plaque that's on a rock. It's landscaping in front of the township house. And recently, the township officials were there for a ribbon cutting ceremony. There they are. That is the family members in front of sisters and brothers and grandchildren of Karen Wickline there in front of the landscaping. And back unveiling the rock with the plaque are two of the township trustees.
I love
that would be Sean Sexton and Steve Willis back there. So this was a very nice thing. First of all, Karen Wickline gave her a good part of her life to Lick Township, and when she passed away, she left some money to improve Lick Township in some way. And a lot of the money that she gave, no figure was given, but a lot of the money she gave was for this landscaping, but also some of the other money will go for other things, I think, to help with the cemeteries in Lick Township. There was a little bit of money left over even after they did the landscaping. So that was a very nice thing that done. She served the township for over 30 years as the fiscal officer. They used to call them clerks, but they call them fiscal officers. A couple seasonal things to tell you real quick because we're coming up on the Christmas season. We have not got a lot of details on the Christmas Treats on Wellston Streets event, but we do want to confirm that event is actually a week ahead of the other Christmas events that take place on the first Saturday in Jackson, Oak Hill, and MacArthur. The Christmas Treats on Wellston Streets is a one-day event with a parade, a lot of Christmas activities, the lighting of all those trees there in Pride Park. That's going to take place on Saturday, November the 29th. So we're working on getting the details on that to publicize that. But if you're interested in participating, that's the date to remember. You're also welcome to set up a booth or a tent. If you're trying to promote your business or your office, or you're trying to sell something, you're welcome to do that there in Pride Park, be part of it. The cost for a booth is $50, or if you just bring your own tent, there's a setup fee of $25. And you can go to the Wellston Ohilco Festival Facebook page to learn more, or to get a vendor space.
Absolutely.
All right. Also, the Jackson Area Family Activities Center is having their Turkey Trot event. It's going to be on Thanksgiving morning. That's become a tradition. I believe they've been doing it now for several years.
Yes.
It's going to be Thursday, November 27th. It starts right there at the Family Activity Center, the former Y. And it's a fundraiser. And they always, it's a professional race that's professionally timed, but a lot of people are just there to have a good time. You
get a pie.
Yeah, you get there's a pumpkin pie for at least some, which is nice. You can take it home after running or walking, and you'll know that you burned your calories. And so that's going to be on Thursday, November the 27th, starting at 8 a.m. And if you want to enter or register, you need to do that ahead of time by visiting the Jackson Area Family Activity Center Facebook page or showing up at the center itself, and you can sign up.
Love that.
Right.
All right. Well, lots and lots of things to talk about as we head toward the holiday season. And Pete, thank you so much for stopping by and always filling us in on the latest and greatest.
Okay. Well, we'll have more tomorrow, I guarantee you.
You know it. All right. Thanks to Chris O'Boyle for stopping by and telling us all the things JAFE's into as well. And they do so much for the community. So have a wonderful day, and we will see you right back here in the morning. So enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.